What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Crown Jewel is about to get underway. Match number 1, the OG Bloodline versus the newbies, Solo Sikoa's Bloodline. Keep checking back on the channel throughout the entire evening. Every single match I will have a live reaction to. They're going to be in separate uploads. Every match will have its own upload. But they're all, hopefully, every single match, the review and live reaction of every match will go up on the channel sometime this evening. So all, I believe, 7 matches are on the card. You guys will get all 7 uploads by this evening. That's the hope anyway. We're about to go into match number 1. Again, OG Bloodline. Roman Reigns with a massive pop. A lot of yeeting for Jey Uso. Everybody's happy to see Jimmy back. I don't believe anybody's happy to see the newbie Bloodline. I don't think anybody's too thrilled to see Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and the Gorillas of Destiny. I could be wrong, right? Oh, there's one per, I think, third row. Third row. Somebody's giving a thumbs up to Solo. Oh no, that could be a middle finger. Hold on, what is that? So it should be a fun few hours, man. Again, every single match will have its separate live reaction and my review on it throughout the match and especially afterwards. So we're doing it a little bit different here because I do have some side business I have to kind of attend to in between matchups. Here we go. Bell just rang. 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to keep track on how long they're giving these matchups, man. It's going to be interesting to see what the average match time is from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. We're starting off with Jey Uso. And who is it? Tama Tonga? Yes, Tama Tonga and Jey Uso are going to kick it off. Tonga just laying down double fists, stomping away at Jason Uso. So as this match gets underway, I know you guys are probably thinking my reaction to the news that broke late last night. It was a taped SmackDown. So I put my SmackDown review. It was more like a results. I put that up a few hours before SmackDown. And about an hour and a half later, news broke that Indy Hartwell and Tegan Knox have been released by the company, and Baron Corbin is not going to get a contract renewal. So Baron Corbin, Tegan Knox, and Indy Hartwell, all out of WWE. Jey Uso now has the upper hand. Jey Uso playing to the crowd has the upper hand, has Tama Tonga in the corner, talking some trash to Solo Sikoa. Solo's talking that trash right back. Jey is looking at Jimmy, about to make the hot tag. It's not really a hot tag. Jey's in pretty much control. But he's going to tag him nonetheless. Nice little pop from the crowd for Jimmy Uso. Double team, Tonga to the ropes. Double elbows. And a double elbow drop. Jimmy in firm control over Tama. Gonna go for the pin. 1. It doesn't even come anywhere close to a 2 count. So guys, while Jimmy has the armbar submission onto Tama, I will say Tegan Knox I am not that shocked about. It's unfortunate. I don't think many of us did not see value in Tegan when she was in NXT, and when she got the main roster call-up, we were all excited. But, guys, Tegan Knox has undergone 2 massive surgeries, or big leg injuries. And I don't know if it was the same leg or the opposite leg, but was it the ACL and the MCL? It was all the L's. So she unfortunately tore up her knees, her legs. And when she came back, guys, it was a shell of what Tegan once was. Unfortunately, she lost about 6 steps. It was like a completely different Tegan Knox. And BC was asking the questions, can she hang with a lot of these females? Because the game has sped up, and Tegan Knox has unfortunately went down a few decimals in terms of what she is capable of doing. So I'm not too shocked. Tegan left a statement after the news broke, and she said, you know what, now's the time to show everybody what I can do. And I hope she does, because when she came back, it looked like a shell of what she once was. Much love to Tegan. Obviously, we wish her the best. I am more shocked of Indy Hartwell. And guys, right now, the new bloodline, Solo's bloodline, is on the outside trying to recruit Recruit? That's a new word. Regroup from Jimmy and Jay's beatdown this entire 3.5 minutes thus far. So there's no action going on right now. They're on the outside trying to regroup. So I'll keep going with my thoughts on these releases, or in Baron's case, just not re-signing him. For Indy Hartwell, I'm absolutely shocked. Indy Hartwell never really got the opportunity, right? It was like when Chelsea Green first got released from the company, and she never even had a chance to do anything yet. It's like, then why have her there? Dijak, he gets brought up to Raw, doesn't do anything, and then he's released. Or at least they don't re-sign him. Cameron Grimes wasn't even there for a cup of coffee. He's booted. So it's very, Jay now has an armbar on Tama. A big pop as Roman now wants the tag. So Jay's going to prolong it a little bit, put some stress onto the back of that tricep, really throw down the shoulder even lower to really emphasize that armbar. He doesn't tag in Roman. He tags in Jimmy. I kind of like that, because storyline-wise, it's like Jay doesn't quite trust Roman yet. He's still feeling him out. Roman's confused. He's a little pissed off. Jimmy's telling Jay, why didn't you tag Roman? So I love the story being told right now. Roman's face says it all. Roman's expressions are top-notch. They always have been. As a heel, he's just amplified his game. So now it looks like he's going to keep that going back as a face. Those expressions, those mannerisms. So I love the tension between Roman and Jay right now. And because of that, a little bit of a distraction, Jacob Fatu now has the upper hand on Jimmy Uso as the legal men in the ring. This is the first time, 5 minutes into this match, that the heels have had the upper hand. Jacob Fatu just running 156 miles an hour, ass first Rikishi style, into Jimmy's face in the corner. So back to Indy Hartwell, she just didn't have a chance to do anything. She's been there for a cup of coffee, but she hasn't had a sip of it. And then all of a sudden she's released. They just brought her and Candice back a couple weeks ago to do something with Bayley and Naomi, and we saw what happened on Friday night. It just led to a tag team loss. So H was thinking it's either back to catering, or we keep her at home and pay her, or we just give her Das Boot. I always saw value in Indy Hartwell. I always did. You guys know that. So that shocks me a little bit. That sucks that Indy is not going to have a chance to do anything. And as far as Baron Corbin, I know a lot of people were jumping on board the Corbin bandwagon. This is the first time I can remember he's actually had fans going, this isn't too bad of a version. And it's now, when he's finally starting to connect a little bit, Hunter says Das Boot. So that kind of took me by surprise. There was 106 times I would have thought Baron would have been booted from the company, and he never was. All of these mass releases, and somehow Baron Corbin slipped through the cracks. And this is a dude that has tried 12 different characters. He's been Happy Corbin, Broke Corbin, King Corbin, Constable Corbin, Lone Wolf Corbin. Guys, I can't tell you how many versions. They brought him back to NXT. They put him with Braun Breaker, had him in a thing with Apollo. I can't tell you guys how many versions, how much they tried to get Baron over. And when he finally recently started to connect a little bit, now they decide to boot him. This company is so weird, man. The timing of this company is always so off, I don't even try to understand it. But guys, that's my thoughts on Indy, Tegan, and Baron. I'm sure I'll speak of that more going forward, and especially in live streams. Back to the action. You guys have not missed anything. The heels have been had the upper hand. Jay now has the tag, and now the faces are back in control because Jay brought momentum with him back in the ring. So Jay is now taking on Tama Tonga, kind of like how we started this matchup 7.5 minutes ago. Jay Uso now spin kick to the dome piece. Jay Uso in firm control. Roman's still thinking, what are you doing, Jay? I expect Roman to throw out his hand again for a tag. We'll see what Jay does. Jay for a cover on Tama 2. About 2 and 3, 2 and 4 tenths. Roman Reigns hasn't really been in there. A lot of Roman chants now. Roman's looking around. Roman's looking in Diesel shape, by the way. I know he doesn't wrestle often. His physique has always kind of been in question because it fluctuates, and a lot of fans are like, is he keeping in shape? It looks like he's been rocking out in the gym for at least the last several months because he's jacked up. Ooh, Samoan drop by Jacob Fatu on the Jey Uso. Fatu looking around like who wants some. Senton into Jey Uso now. Now he's talking some trash to Roman Reigns. Roman's like, back up, boy. So again, guys, make sure you're locked on the channel. Subscribe, notify, smash all the things down below if you don't mind. Contribute to the channel. Support the channel if you don't mind. Or not. Nobody's going to lose sleep over it, but appreciate it if you do. Smash the up. It's all free. If you want if you want to chuck a coffee at the channel memberships, man. That's my board of directors on the channel. I appreciate them, my top tier. A couple months, we're going to the golden coffees after your name as well, man. I can't wait to sport those after your guys' membership names. So I appreciate everything, but if you guys want my thoughts on every match that's happening at Crown Jewel, every match is going to have a separate live reaction and review just like this. So stick to the channel, man. Make sure you guys catch every single match, especially Gunther and Cody later on. Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. Who does Tiffany cash in on? If even, I'm predicting she's not going to cash in. But there won't be some tension probably with Nia Jax. It's going to be weird how they pull it off. Heel versus heel. So those two matches are still to come. Triple threat United States Championship match. LA, Andrade, and Mello. You're going to have Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens in a grudge match. And Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed in a Wreck-It Ralph grudge match. So there's still a lot more to come. In a turmoil match. Well, I don't think it's literally turmoil, but the women's tag team division is in turmoil. They're putting 4 teams out there, guys. Fatal 4-way for the tag titles. Damage Control. Io and Kari versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green versus Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Action has been slow, so that's why I'm running down all the matchups, guys. Make sure you stay locked on the channel. I'll have a review and live reaction on all of them. Action has slowed down because the heels are in full control. Tama Tonga's just kind of mocking the fans and Roman and Jimmy. Tag to Solo Sikoa. The legal men right now, Solo Sikoa, Jason Uso. Match thus far has just hit its 11th minute. 11 minutes. 11 minutes, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso. We have Tama Tonga back in there now. So a lot of good teamwork right now by the new Bloodline, Solo's Bloodline, because there's a lot of just keeping everybody fresh, right? A lot of quick tags, making sure nobody is exuberating too much energy. Good pyro at the start of the show, guys. Pyro, that's what they were saving up. There's no more pyro, basically, on Raw and SmackDown. Inside out, inadverted clothesline by Jay, but he can't muster enough energy. Jimmy's out on the outside. He was taken out by, I believe, maybe Solo. So Roman's the only one Jay can tag. It'll be interesting to see if he actually does, because he's the only one up there right now. He dives, and Roman did leave his hand out. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa are now your legal men. It looks like Tama tagged in Solo. Here we go, man. This is what everybody's been waiting for. I think people are waiting more for Jacob Fatu and Roman, because we kind of already saw Roman and Solo throw bows before. There goes Roman. Roman's got some nasty shots, man. Solo coming back, though. Roman's knocked for a loop a little bit. Solo with some haymakers. Roman Reigns throws some empires right back. Boom! Uppercut punch. Boom! A headbutt to the chin by Solo. Roman hits the ropes in a badass lariat clothesline. Another clothesline rocks Solo Sikoa into the ropes. No, Solo reverses. It's Roman into the ropes. Whoa! A super clothesline. Roman Reigns is on fire. Saudi Arabia, a lot of people on their feet. Okay, maybe not in that camera shot, but there was a lot. There you go, the hard cam. We're picking up some fans on their feet. Oh, I like the laser, man. They got some lime green lasers shooting out. Place looks really sexy, man. As I was saying, pyro. There's no pyro at the start of the shows anymore, man. SmackDown, Raw, we just start with everybody entering the arena, showing up to work with their luggage, their coffee, and a smile. That's how we start Raw and SmackDown these days. I miss the pyro. This show is why. They hoarded all the pyro for Saudi Arabia, man. And I think there's going to be a lot more, too, later through the night. Superman punch. Roman takes out Solo Tin Sikoa. Roman is getting warrior status, shaking the ropes. We're about to get a hoo-ah. Roman is hulking up, bro. Solo better, in the words of Wyatt, run. Solo doesn't even know. He's dazed and confused. All right. Solo turns around. Roman, no, it's a knee to the face and a Solo spike. The ref is going to drop a count of 1, 2. Wait, that was what just happened? Jimmy just broke up the count, supposedly. That was a count. The referee counted to 3. Whoa. Show a replay. If they don't show a replay, that was a massive botch, right? Jacob Fatu is now in there. He just DDT'd Jimmy Uso. What just happened? Did he actually break it up? Jimmy looked like he was on like the shoelace of Solo, Jimmy Uso, when he broke it up. I didn't see the breakup at all. And the referee's hand looked like it landed 3, no? Or Roman never kicked out. I'm trying to get back in. I don't know what. I need to see a replay of that, man. Jey Uso now does a suicide dive onto Jacob Fatu on the outside. Jacob Fatu no-sells it, catches him, and just headbutts him. Roman's looking on like, damn, that was nasty. It's back to just Roman and Solo middle of the ring. Another Superman punch, and Solo is rocked. Roman is once again going to the top right corner. He's going to Hulk up again. Takes Tama Tonga, chucks him into the ring, onto the referee, guys. Tama Tonga got chucked from the outside onto the referee. That was pretty badass. That was well done. If the referee botched it, if Roman botched it earlier, he made up for it right there. The referee got taken out, man. Tama Tonga flatlined him. Roman then takes out Loa, but Jacob Fatu is able to take out Roman with the referee down. A springboard moonsault from Jacob Fatu from the top rope. Suicide dive on the both Usos on the outside. Jacob Fatu is like a cruiserweight in there, bro. Jacob Fatu is on another level. If he can keep his head steady, if the booking can back up what he can do, this is going to be a special talent going forward. Solo, Tin, and Roman are your legal men, I believe. The referee is still trying to wake up. Roman has been flatlined by Jacob Fatu. Another Solo spike. If Solo can annihilate Roman like he did with John Cena in Saudi, then Saudi is going to be pretty much Solo's home, man. And another Solo spike, and that's it. The referee just counted to 3. I think that was a botch earlier. I think the referee knew that the Solo spike was going to win the match and thought that was... But no, but then he had a big spot where he's getting ran over. The referee gets knocked out. He has to know that he hasn't hit his own spot yet. I gotta see a replay of when Roman was supposedly saved by Jimmy, because it looked like that was a massive botch. But no matter what, guys, the end result is Solo just pinned Roman Reigns middle of the ring. Now, Jacob Fatu had some interference, but they always do in a 6-man tag, right? It's always like tornado for half of it. So this was a clean... let me go to match time. This is just, it was 1:36 p.m. Eastern time. Match start of 1:20 supposedly. This was a roughly 16-minute match, guys. 16 minutes for the opening matchup. Bell to bell, 16 minutes. It's important because I want to try to get the match average that Hunter is giving these boys and gals. 16 minutes. Now you have just anarchy, man. It's the Bloodline, the newbie Solo's Bloodline, taking out Jimmy, Jey, and Roman. So not just winning the match, but, you know, stating and cementing their dominance. But a big W by Solo because, again, guys, where he annihilated Jonathan Cena was in Crown Jewel, or in Saudi at Crown Jewel, right? That was in Saudi. And it was like he put on a performance of a lifetime. And John Cena did the ultimate deed, the ultimate torch over to Solo. And then we know Hunter just botched him after that. 41 straight losses. Pissed on what John Cena did for Hunter and Solo. But now, man, he just pinned after 3 Solo spikes he just pinned Roman Reigns in straight up fashion, just dominance. So they could make this a story like Solo is, you don't beat this dude in Saudi. He's a monster. He's a special beast in Saudi. Not necessarily Taker WrestleMania status, but you could do something very special with it. Like I said, the heels are beating the absolute crap out of the faces right now, but it's Jey Uso that's getting the blunt of it. Jay's inside the ring. There's a chair placed over his dome piece, and Solo's about to take him out, man. Pretty much break his neck, I guess. Samuel Zayn's music hit. Here comes Sami Zayn, top of the ramp. Does Sami do the deed to Jey Uso, right? Does Sami push Solo back and then break Jey Uso's neck? Or does Sami come to the defense of Jey Uso? This is going to be huge. Sami was talking to Solo on Raw this past Monday. It's not a moment like NWO's formation when Hogan turned on Savage and joined Nash and Hall. It's not that level. But this could be big, the way that Sami's looking at Solo with Jey in the corner, bro. What does he do, bro? What does he do? What does Samuel do? Solo saying, join us. Come with us. This is where you belong. Jey is in the corner behind Sami with a chair over his head. This is badass if Sami decides to turn. This is badass. I don't think he's gonna. Solo's really playing it up. I think Sami's just gonna deck Solo. And if he even tries that, man, Bloodline are gonna rock him. No, Sami goes to hug Solo and he ends up suplexing him. Now the newbies are taking out Sami. Actually, Sami's taking out them right now, but until Jacob Fatu took out Sami. But that allowed Jimmy and Roman to regroup, and now Roman, Jimmy, and Jay are joining Sami and fending off. So this is setting up the War Games Survivor Series, guys, obviously. We knew tonight was going to really bump that status. We just didn't know where Sami was going to align. The numbers would tell you he would join the faces, but the way that it was being done, you could have easily just turned this dude heel. It would have worked. Pretty cool setup right now. Solo's the only one middle of the ring, and you have Jay in one corner, Roman in another corner, Jimmy in another corner, Sami in another corner, and Solo's in the middle. Does that make sense? So they're just surrounding him. Solo's got nowhere to run. Solo's just like, what do you want to do? Oh! Sami and Roman just went to take out Solo. They just went to run at Solo. Solo ducked out of the ring, and Sami just kicked Roman in the face. Roman's out. Jimmy and Jay are like, what did you do? What did you do? Cody Rhodes status. Oh, what do you want to talk about? How about you just took our tribal chief out? Solo escaped that pretty good. Jay's yelling at Jimmy now. That's on you, he's saying. Jimmy's pissed off at Sami. This ain't good. If Sami's going to war inside War Games with this group, they better get on the same page. This is Paul Heyman at his best. This is definitely Paul Heyman at his best. This is all his booking, obviously. He controls everything Bloodline-wise, even though you don't see him on TV anymore. And he'll be back before War Games, trust me. Maybe he'll be the voice of reason, the wise man. Will get everybody on the same page. So, guys, that was a 16-minute match, bell to bell. The entire segment is about to hit 24 minutes with all the extracurricular activity post-match. I like this. This had a lot of story. They didn't just go to a match. A lot of action so we can yell, this is awesome, and then rank it 5 stars, imaginary stars. This was a matchup. The finish is shocking. I don't know if we need to see Roman pinned like that, but you can make that a story where Solo in Saudi, there's something about Solo that turns into a separate piece. I like that. You can do that. And then we had a lot of stories set up for War Games. Sami Zayn is officially added into the mix, and it's not going smoothly so far. Roman is the most conflicted as we just faded to black and went into a advertisement. So there it is, man. I liked all of that. The botch I have to go back and check out. They didn't show a replay. I think there was a botch and the referee accidentally counted 3. I didn't see Roman kick out, and it didn't look like Jimmy saved anything. So I'll have to do my due diligence and research that. Guys, that's match number 1, man. That was a lot of fun, actually. The action, the actual match itself is probably nothing of note. Nothing you'd really like, nothing you praise. But all of the story involved with it, that's what we need more of. I wish the mid-card, the women's division, the tag team division, I wish we had a lot more of that in there. All right, BC's going to get a big swig of coffee, take care of some side business real quick before we get into match number 2. Stay locked on the channel. Every single match will have its separate upload, a separate live reaction and review. So let's see what match number 2 is going to be. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll have the live reaction for you guys this evening. Match 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Subscribed, notified, all the things down below. Until upload 2, match number 2, BC saying check you.